Do you sometimes feel stagnant or heavy? Are you wondering if it is possible to cleanse and purify your energies? And if yes, how can you do it? This and other questions we will explore in this amazing session on yogic energetic purification. So, we will explore the possibilities to move, relocate stagnant energy, to purify and open chakras. And we will look at, for example, yogic breathing techniques which help us to not only balance our energetic state, but even in this way impact our emotional harmony. So stick around to enjoy the exploration of yogic techniques to purify our energetic body. First of all, we need to understand what are energies. What are we even talking about? It sounds kind of spooky. We're not talking about electric or magnetic energy, but we're talking about the vital life force, which in yoga is known as prana. In the Far Eastern tradition, it's called chi. So, this vital life force is flowing through energetic channels, which, in the context of the TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, of acupuncture, they are called meridians. You might have known and heard of that word. In the Indian Sanskrit language of yoga, they are called nadis. So, the subtle energy of prana, that vital life force, is flowing through those energetic channels known as nadis. It literally translates as line, thread, or nerve. So the body is pervaded by a network of energetic channels, and those are intersecting. There's certain hubs, meeting points of a variety of energetic channels, and these plexuses are known as chakras. So these wheels of energy in our energetic anatomy are aligned along the spine, and they are having a variety of roles, effects, and possible benefits if we energize them. So that the subtle anatomy of yoga in a nutshell, as short as possible, to understand what we are talking about when we say purifying, cleansing the energies. So frequently, how to cleanse energies is because of certain stagnation, heaviness, and the tendency that things get stuck. And in this way, things are not flowing well, and that stagnation has some negative consequences and can cause other problems and negative symptoms in our life. Not only on an energetic level, but also on the physical level as well as on the emotional plane. So, cleansing the energies can be super helpful and important to remove ourselves of old heavy baggage of stagnation of different types. So, how can we do that? By moving the energy, by flushing it. So, purifying the energy is usually a mobilizing of it, releasing this heavy, stagnant, and in a way rotting energy, which has been not been mobilized for extended periods of time. So the approach is to move the energy. How to move the energy? There's a variety of yogic techniques. The first, most important, basic one is the breath work, which is known in yoga as pranayama. You see, we talk about prana, the yogic vital life force, and in pranayama, we bring rhythm and movement into that flow of chi, of vital life energy. How do we do that? By breathing in specific patterns. A famous one is actually the alternate nostril breathing known as Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Nadi, I explained to you already, the energy channels, and Shodhana can in this context be translated as purification. So the pranayama, Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, the yogic breath, to purify the energy channels. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, the alternate nostril breathing, where there is a very specific pattern of inhaling through the left, holding, exhale right, and then in right, out left, and so on. Explore this technique by knowledgeable and competent yogic master who can actually guide you properly, giving you the beneficial counts of how long you inhale, how long you hold your breath, etc. There's a whole intricate technique and rhythm around that, which I won't explain in this video, but you can explore other of our techniques. We even have a free yogic breath challenge where you can go into the practice of these things. More important is to understand what happens in our organism. So there's a connection between the breath and these energy channels. Namely, it is Ida and Pingala Nadi, the two main channels on the left and right side, which are actually ending in the nostrils. And if we balance the left and the right, we bring a harmonious equilibrium to the receptive and giving aspects of our being, to the more soft and gentle feminine aspects and the more strong giving masculine aspects of our being. We bring a harmonious balance to those two different aspects. And in this way, that breath in the physical body influences the energetic plane, the prana. It cleanses the nadis, nadi shodhana, and that in turn has an effect on our emotions. We balance our psychology and our emotional reactivity by practicing this left-right alternate nostril breathing. So that's one of the ways of doing it. There are many, many other yogic breathing techniques which help to purify the energetic body in different ways. And many of them are going together with what is called bandhas, these yogic locks, which are helping actually to channel and pump the energy like a valve, usually bringing the energies from down upward, from the lower chakras up towards the higher centers in our energetic anatomy. So how we are doing that is, for example, via Mula Bandha, the root lock, contracting the pelvic floor muscles and in a way pumping the energy up along the spine. That can be supported after exhalation with an Uddiyana Bandha, abdominal suction. And additionally, we can hold the breath with the Jalantara Bandha, the throat lock. So there's a whole technology around that, which requires proper skillful guidance to apply those yogic locks known as bandhas in a skillful and beneficial way. So you got to know what you're doing, otherwise you can hurt yourself in the process. So please don't just improvise with these things, and best also don't just pick these things up from a book or a YouTube video, but have a proper guidance and expert support in the process, as we, for example, offer it in our 200-hour online yoga teacher training, where we go in great detail into the physiology and anatomy of the respiratory system. We explore the chakras in greater depth, and we go so much deeper into the background of these practices. Here we look now at two other levels and practices how to purify the energies. For that, we need to understand that purifying, yes, on the one hand, is a release of stagnation and overcoming of blockages. So that needs to be taken with a pinch of salt. Don't take it too literal. It's not that it's really blocked and that you need to work super duper hard to remove those blockages. It's more a habitual contraction, a tightness, stagnation, as mentioned before, that we are kind of lazy, heavy, and there's a certain inertia in the energetic body. Things are not moving and flowing properly, and that has negative consequences, especially when the energies are stuck in the lower chakras. So to purify the lower chakras, the name of the game is actually to bring the energy upward. What I was explaining already in the context of those bandhas, where we bring the energy from the lower to the higher planes, we actually release some of that inertia and stagnation from the lower chakras in a process known as sublimation. Sublimation is like a transmutation. We transform the heavy stagnant energies from the lower chakras and bring them up into more refined and subtle uplifting expressions of the pranic life force. And in this way, they can benefit us in so many ways, such as more courage and willpower, more loving kindness and compassion, more purity, more lucidity and clarity in your mind. So that, in a nutshell, an introduction to yogic purification of your energetic body, releasing and harmonizing your energetic flow. That will not only give benefits on your physical and energetic plane itself, but also give you so many results at the level of your emotions, thoughts, mind, as well as even on the spiritual plane. So I leave it as such for now, and I'm looking forward to explore deeper levels of the practice of this theory in our breath challenge and other yogic explorations. All the best for your journey. Please subscribe to this channel to receive more updates on those techniques, and I'll see you very soon.